Good morning, guys. Welcome to the most underrated show on YouTube. 4,000 more subs until we get that Tesla given away to you. right, good morning, guys. Let's see here. I'm just trying to get this. Okay. So, big news yesterday. We had the Biogen stuff. I have a lot of opinions on it. And there's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions on it. And there's a lot of very smart people, a lot of very smart physicians that have a lot of opinions on it. So, let's get into it. Futures are basically flat right now. I think a lot of people are waiting for the CPI data to come out on Thursday. I know they're waiting for that over in the UK, so that makes sense. Smash the like button for me, and let's get into this. Let's see, I probably left everything open this morning. I wasn't really doing my... All right, let's start with Biogen. So yesterday, the FDA, after months and months and months, and actually not even months, years of going back and forth on this drug, aducanumab. It's actually called aducanumab. But they decided that they approved the drug. And frankly, this is, in my opinion, and in many physicians' opinion across the country, setting a very bad precedent for what the FDA is doing. This is absolutely the most controversial approval in FDA history, without a doubt. So let's get into it. And here we go. Okay. So the FDA has approved the drug from Biogen based on a study showing results that seemed reasonably likely to benefit Alzheimer's patients. Now, there's your problem right off the rip. Typically, when you see a drug, you want to see a minimum of 30% efficacy. And with aducanumab, you're seeing 22 to 23% efficacy in addition to extremely poor side effects. Now, I've spoken to 6 different physicians, and not a single one of those physicians has said that this is a good drug and that it should be approved. And after approval, I went back and spoke to 2 of them, and they were just blown away that this was approved. One of the physicians, he works very closely with the FDA. He's on a lot of boards for different drugs in the FDA, and he said this is just terrible what they're trying to do and pushing this through. And maybe a lot of this has to do with lobbying and interest groups. Of course, we want to get through. Of course, everybody wants to take care of the patients, but there has to be a position where you really have to be taking care of the patients, not trying to drive costs. And I mean, that could be something that's going to see. With that said, I made this prediction a lot of times yesterday to a lot of people that asked me. I believe within the next 6 to 18 months, the FDA is going to pull this drug. That's my prediction. Write it down. June 8th, 9:03 a.m. The new drug developed, which Biogen developed with Japanese Eisai Co., did not reverse mental decline, but it showed slowing in only one study. So typically, and guys, I was in the medical field for a little while. I went to medical school for 2 years, then dropped out. So I have a little bit into this. The fund that I was managing is strictly pharmaceutical drug based, and it had to do with everything that we invested in was oncological drugs, cancer, and hematological drugs, which is blood diseases and blood disorders. So I do have a little bit of knowledge reading different trials and whatnot. So the FDA gets the respect, and I've never seen anything like this. That's the amazing part. I've never seen, any time that you've ever seen this kind of criticism, it's just like, boom, on to the next. It's crazy. Let's see here. So the FDA gets the respect that it does because it has regulatory standards that are based on firm evidence. Keyword, firm evidence. In this case, I think they gave the product a pass, and I think that's definitely true. Now, under the so-called terms of accelerated approval, to be honest, I'm not sure why this was under the terms of accelerated approval. Because this has been a long time coming. This has been a very long drug. They delayed the PDUFA date, which is the date that the FDA makes their decision, twice. So it's not like it was really being rushed through. The FDA did want more information, but the FDA is requiring Biogen to conduct a follow-up study to confirm the benefits for the patients. If the study fails to show effectiveness, the FDA could pull the drug from the market through which the agency rarely does. But the agency also rarely approves drugs like this. So that is that's what I pulled out of this. And actually, I saw this morning. If the drug fails to show effectiveness, the FDA could pull the drug from the market. I made that prediction before I saw this, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not the only one on that page. Anyways, let's see here. Yeah, accelerated approval, but kept delaying, exactly. So the drug's going to be around $56,000 for 1 year of treatment. It's going to be covered by insurance. There's no doubt. Nonprofit Institute for Clinical and Economic Review, which studies drug values, said that the Biogen's drug would have to halt dementia entirely to justify the $56,000 price tag. It's an opinion. Excuse me. All right. So the drug, what it does, and then I don't think people want to talk about this anymore. So I'm just going to finish up with this story, then we're going to move on. Aducanumab helps clear a protein called beta amyloids that go in your brain and create these plaques, and this is where the disconnection happens, and that's where the loss of memory happens, and all of the problems that ensue following the beta amyloids. Now, the beta amyloid, this is not, we don't know that this is exactly the cause of Alzheimer's. This is a factor. Thank you, Mason. This is a factor, but it's not the end-all, be-all. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Evidence. Okay, this is family history. Yeah, here we go. Amyloid is important, but not the only contributing factor. The problem is, like I said yesterday, we don't know the other contributing factors because you can't study the brain effectively until the patient passes away, and then you don't know what caused the beta amyloid plaques and any other issues to get to that point. So that's what's so difficult about brain disorders. So let's see. Patients taking aducanumab saw their thinking skills decline 22% more slowly than patients taking placebo. Now, on the scale that they used, that meant a 0.39 difference, just 0.39 on an 18-point scale of cognitive and functional ability. Not the greatest, but many experts warn the green lighting the drug could be a dangerous precedent, like I said, opening the door to treatments of questionable benefit. That's where I hope the FDA does not go. Biogen halted 2 studies in 2019 after disappointing results suggested aducanumab would not meet its goal, slowing mental and functional decline on Alzheimer's patients. Is there anything else important that I should tell you? So there is one. Thank you, Stephen. That's very nice of you. There is one drug. I'm sorry. There's one side effect that's very lethal of this. It causes brain bleeds. If there's a protein abnormality, it can cause brain bleeds, and not good. So that's it for Biogen. My thoughts are I had puts sold on $175, $150, somewhere in there. Clearly that is gone. And I am not going to be buying Biogen until it gets down to the $175 to $200 range, because that's where I think the value is. This drug is not going to contribute that much to the revenue, in my opinion. And for those people that just moved the price target to $440 today from whatever it was, $300, if you're telling me that aducanumab is basically going to double revenue for Biogen, you're wrong, and that's why analysts are dumb. On to the next. Stories that make me happy now. Apple takes aim at Zoom with FaceTime and rolls out new privacy updates. So everything that Apple announced yesterday was for all of their only software. There was no hardware that was put out there. Some of the things that they announced, especially for FaceTime, which is really cool, is basically they came out with FaceTime that is going to be competing with Zoom. And when this came out, let's pull up the 15-minute chart because I just want to show you guys what happened. This was actually really cool to see. Let's see here. Okay. There's that. Now let's type in Zoom. All right. So here's Zoom. This is a 15-minute chart from Zoom yesterday. You had a very nice incline all day, just doing the normal Zoom thing. Zoom just always goes up. That's all it does. And then 1 o'clock happened, and Zoom kind of started to taper off. And then like 1:15 happened, and boom, this is what happened to Zoom in that 1:15 hour. So basically, what Apple said is that they are creating this thing called FaceTime links. So if you have an Android or you have whatever you have that's not an iPhone device, you can actually share the link and you're able to FaceTime with people. So basically, you're Zooming, and the difference with Zoom and why do I keep saying I can't? I'm losing my train of thought today. The difference with Zoom and FaceTime is that FaceTime is an Apple product that is in billions and billions of people's hands and is much easier. Apple is notorious for streamlining and making things basically idiot-proof. The fact that you can now create a link and share it with anybody you want, they are going to go after Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet very, very aggressively. Incredibly aggressively. You could say that they're late to the party, but I think they'll be the last one standing at the party. So good for Apple. I think it's really cool of what they're doing. FaceTime links is so sweet. I'm so excited for that. They also came out with Apple's new software is also enhancing audio settings, so it kind of sounds like you can block out noise, which is really neat. They came out with something called SharePlay, where when you're FaceTiming, you can actually do a screen share from your iPhone or whatever mobile device you're on. Right now, it's just for native Apple apps, but of course, that's going to be spread in the future. This is phenomenal. So one of my biggest pet peeves in life is that I have to carry a wallet and that I have to carry an ID because I hate this thing. I don't like cash. And literally the only reason I carry this thing around is for this stupid identification card that for some unknown reason I still have to provide at airports, anywhere I go. Just give it to me on my phone. We have credit cards on my phone. Why can't I just have my ID on my phone? Yesterday, Apple came out and said that they are going to be making the Wallet app a broader range of digital cards, including hotel key cards, which they already do, and state licenses, which can be compatible and used at TSA checkpoints. And hopefully I never have to carry a wallet again. And it'll be the greatest day of my life when I can throw this thing in the trash and never have to carry anything except for my phone. That will just be the best. Apple's also going to start using iPhones, and they're going to start doing partnerships with lock manufacturers like Schlag, which is great. Carry a wallet like a man. You carry your wallet like a man. Have fun. I'll carry everything in one, and then I only have to worry about one thing, not this archaic thing that's been used since God knows when. The cavemen probably carried wallets. I don't want to carry a wallet anymore. That's about it for Apple. I don't think they did anything else cool. I can't remember the last time I needed an ID. I mean, it's true, but when you need it, you need it. That's how goofy it is. All right, let's go next. Oh, let's do Lordstown. Lordstown receives a delinquency from the NASDAQ, and its stock keeps going up. Sick. Lordstown Motors is late to the financial filing with the NASDAQ, where its shares are listed, and it could be delisted if the EV startup does not answer the SEC's notice of delinquency. Of course, they're going to answer the answer the thing. They're going to present their information to the NASDAQ and whatnot. But this is what I found interesting. Blah, blah, despite this and that, whatever, we have seen higher than average short selling. Okay. So we've seen higher than average short selling, but we've seen the stock prices increasing, like for Workhorse and Lordstown and whatnot. Guys, this is called a short covering rally. This is when people are short on their stock, and because you are selling shares, let's see here, you're selling shares, you're not buying anything. So when you go, so you're short, you're selling, you're making money on the way down. When it gets to a certain point and you want to exit your short position, you're going to be buying back your shares. So when you buy back your shares to cover the stock price, it goes back up because there's less short selling on it. So when you see goofy things like this happening where the there's filings and there's bad news coming out for companies, and all of a sudden you're seeing prices climb like crazy like this. It's just a short covering rally. That's all it is. It's nothing to be too concerned about. They're going to tell you that it's great news for the company and this and that. It's a short covering rally. That's all it is. Lordstown in a statement made it clear that it expected the notice and intends to file information as soon as possible within the timeline prescribed by the NASDAQ. The delay might be related to accounting issues facing many companies that merged with SPACs because they file differently. Lordstown went public in October after the merger with Diamond Peak Holdings. My bad. Shares are down 25% in the past 3 months, 37% year to date, and 60% from their September 52-week high. And I don't think they make any cars or trucks, but it's cool. Let's see. Anyone in Lumber Liquidators? So Lumber Liquidators was actually my coolest day trade of my entire life. I made a killing on that in one day. It was incredible. Just an incredible day. All right, next, let's go to the Euro markets. So the Euro markets, June 21st is their big day. That's supposed to be their reopening day, and it has been their reopening day for how long? Anybody that's in the chat right now from the UK, tell me what's going on over there. I've talked to Llewellyn about it. I've talked to Susie about it. They've said that Llewellyn told me that he thinks that number is going to be delayed. The June 21st is going to be delayed. I've talked to another friend who did say that the June 21st will be delayed. And now they're saying European stocks were making muted moves on Tuesday in London as investors parse the potential extension of the final unlocking phase in England as worse than expected industrial production numbers came out of Germany. There is also, where is this? The main concern at the moment is the effects of the variants of coronavirus. As reported in the Times, suggested that lifting the lockdown restrictions in England could be delayed 2 weeks. So, Simon, no chance what? No chance that it's delayed, or no chance that it happens on, no chance that it's delayed? Fill me in. Write complete sentences, please. How much percent did I make on that trade? I think I made like 30% or something. It was a goofy trade, but that was epic. Industrial, it wasn't my biggest percentage in one day. It was my biggest monetary gain in one day. Guys, smash the like button for me. Smash the dislike button if you want. I don't care. Just boost the algorithm. Industrial production dropped 1% month on month in April, 2.2% month on month in March. Investors will be watching the Eurozone employment numbers and GDP numbers that come out later on Tuesday, and of course, our numbers come out on Thursday. So let's see. No, I think the 21st is set to reopen. Okay, where's Simon? Europe is still a mess. He thinks it's going to be delayed. Let's see here. It might be delayed in parts of the UK. All right. So mixed feelings on it. So that's that on Euro. Let's see. Oh, no chance that the Europe will be opening anytime soon. You know, somebody else has told me that. They're saying that they do not think that is going to happen. They do not think the reopening is going to happen in the UK on the 21st of June. But let's see. It's going to be a very interesting outcome with that. Okay. So I've been watching a lot of videos on these chips, semiconductors, all that. These things are actually really fascinating. I think I sent a video to the Bid and Ask Nation the other day. That was a great video. Just kind of showed what is going on with the chips and how they're made, this and that. It's pretty incredible. I've never noticed anything about it. But Bosch opens a German chip plant, the biggest ever investment for them. Bosch is opening a $1.2 billion chip plant in Germany on Monday. Well, they announced it. A record investment by leading automotive supplier as it stakes a claim to equipping the latest electric and self-driving cars. So they are going to be... This is the thing that I'm learning about all these chips. It's pretty cool. The Bosch plant will make a specialist power management chip and application specific integrated circuit, and they are designed to carry out single tasks, such as triggering a car's automatic braking system. So I found out, maybe you guys know this, I have no idea. There's chips that are made for specific tasks and multiple tasks. So if you do chips for specific tasks, like for example, Land Rover, Range Rover is having a difficult time coming out with cars right now because they have a chip shortage that is delaying their automatic seats. So the seats that do the 14-way direction, this and that, they don't have the chips for them. So that's why there's delays on Land Rover, Range Rover. But this spreads across the entire auto industry. It's just crazy to see. I didn't know any of this stuff. If you're in the Bidnass Nation, maybe retweet that thingy, re-Discord that thingy, the video that I posted, because that was a very fascinating video, and I think that Dads with a Purpose sent it to me now that I'm thinking about it. All right, gold holds gains as inflation and central stimulus is in focus. So I know a lot of people are asking me about gold. Everybody's panicking, this and that. Guys, 3 to 5 year investment. It's going to work out for you in the long run. Just like your hedge against inflation with Bitcoin is going to work out for you in the long run, gold is going to work out for you in the long run. Gold held gains. By the way, I was joking about the inflation thing. I don't want anybody to take me too seriously about that one. Whew, close one. Gold held gains as investors awaited a key U.S. inflation report due later this week for clues when the Federal Reserve may begin talks about tapering back its asset purchases. And of course, those asset purchases are the $120 billion monthly from mortgage-backed securities and buying treasuries. Gold is still holding close to $1,900 an ounce amid rising pressures and speculation that the central banks may eventually pare back stimulus. Eventually, they're going to start doing it. I don't know when that's going to be. If the financial markets are already in the summer doldrum mode, that could mean the gold prices could steadily rally over the next couple of months. And of course, with inflation, we're going to see gold will definitely keep riding up for sure. What's the best gold stock to buy? I say GDX, GDXJ. They are just ETFs. And they've done pretty well. They're going to do pretty well over time. Wall Street should see investor demand improve for safe havens such as gold. GOLD is also good. GLD is good. I'm investing in Cedar Point after that great infomercial you guys did on that. Man, I haven't been to Cedar Point in forever. I puke when I go on those things. I like them, but they just don't agree with me. Alrighty. I'm 32 years old. McDonald's. Automated drive-thru is just the latest sign of robots taking over fast food. That's what you get when you ask for higher wages. It sends a reverberance through any industry. If the lowest level person is being paid $15 or more per hour, the next highest up person is going to get a bump in their wage and a bump in their wage and a bump in their wage and a bump in their wage. And eventually, companies are going to say, let's automate this. So fast food's biggest players are letting robots right in through the front door as they seek out ways to overcome rising wages and worker shortages. They are working on 10 locations in Chicago for voice recognition drive-thrus. There's no way I'm 32. Hard life. Yeah. It's a rough life. And let's see. They're going to automate fryers. They can maybe automate grills. Let's see how far we can push automation. Domino's has their self-driving little delivery car that's already happening. Chipotle has signed up to start investing in this neuro company. Minimum wages for robots when? That's a good one. Taco Bell is doing the same thing. And if you look at this picture, you can see everything is automated in the background. Order here, order here. These are all things where you just start clicking to order. These are all automated drink machines and whatnot. Chipotle is getting on board. I'm sorry, Chick-fil-A is getting on board with this robot stuff. So White Castle, I didn't even know White Castle was still in business, but they're big on automation and have been for a very long time. So, yep, they're going to take a lot of jobs. That's all I have to say. But I do not blame the business owners one teeny tiny bit. All right, guys, if you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, you want to trade. We had people trading. I mean, I don't think that they should have been trading this yesterday, but they were trading Biogen like crazy yesterday. Maybe if you wanted to do it on a 1 minute chart, it would have been okay. Because I was actually kind of following a 1 minute chart just to see. They made a ton of money on Biogen. Tons of money on Biogen. I mean, tons. It's crazy. But patreon.com/everythingmoney. If you want access to the Bid and Ask Nation, the Discord chat, all of my special trading videos, seminars, shorting seminars, option seminars, all this exclusive information. Join the Bid and Ask Nation. $68 a month right now. It's going to go up from there. You get access to our 500 and plus people in the Discord chat, ranging from people that have never seen what a candlestick is in their life to experts. It's really incredible. And of course, you get all of the Everything Money software for free included in that. Everything Money Minions, you just get the software for free, but you also get access to the Discord chat, just not the exclusive Discord chat for the Bid and Ask Nation. Let's see here. Can we have an update on Bitcoin price? Yeah, I have to bring my Bitcoin price down. I think I'm just going to taper it down to 150,000. I have pulled back my price on Bitcoin $850 million in the last week just because it's rough out there. Actually, you know what's funny? So we talked about that story yesterday about what the hell's that guy's name? Oh, Elon, and tweeting and that anonymous group, this and that. Then I saw, and let me preface this with I'm not being political. I don't really care. I just want to preface this with how stupid this cryptocurrency crap is. Trump spoke at something in North Carolina over the weekend, and he called Bitcoin a scam. And now all of a sudden, like over the weekend, Bitcoin was dropping 8%, 10%, this and that. Guys, if you have one or two people out there saying prices for any currency, any stock, any coin, come on. This is crazy that one person can go out there and just say something and swing a stock. It's unbelievable. Anyways, 150,000. Okay. I wanted to do one more thing. One more thing. I was at the cigar shop yesterday picking up a gift for someone, and the guy behind the counter, he was like, he said he doesn't know anything about investing, but he started talking about all these YouTube people that have all of these followers and losing people all this money and this and that. And he's like, you know what? Why these people do well? Because they have all people out there want is confirmation that you can say, this is okay. This is okay. All you have to do is you want confirmation to click the button. You want somebody to hold your hand and say, it is okay to buy this stock. Right or wrong, it is okay to buy this stock. Yeah, it's just nuts. So give me some stocks, guys. I'll stick around for a couple more minutes because I just rambled today. And you guys, give me some stocks and we'll do it. LBB, is that a stock? Nope, not a stock. Badass, not a stock. I don't think Bitcoin has a chart, or I would look it up. I've got ADA in my savings. Let's do ADA for this person who has the stock in his grandma's savings. ADA. There is no ADA. FCX. It's Freeport McMoran. All right, so FCX. Yeah, this thing's just bouncing all over. It's just doing what commodities are doing right now because this is copper. It's just bouncing all over the place. Downtrend, though. If you want to do something with it, you got to wait for this thing to really break. And you have a lot of moving averages holding support. So just be careful with those. And that's that. Man, when I tell you guys to give me a stock, it's like off to the races with this thing. It's just nonstop 3 ticker symbols. Holy monkey. All right. This is Clove. What is... I know people have told me about this Clove before. All right, so Clove really gapped up. If you're in this thing, take profits because you got extremely lucky. Just take your profits. Move on. Oh my God. Radu, you have your grandma in crypto? That's not a good idea. That's all I have to say. Okay, Geo. This is the one they had. This was a, what do you call it? A dividend trap. And they've been a dog stock for quite some time, and they're looking to pop up. Now, the volume is very inconsistent. They have a lot of moving averages to get through, which I'm not a fan of. And they have a very strong support line here at just under $6.40. So you're going to have to wait if you want to do this thing long term. This is going to be a tough one for you. I think there's better options out there. Let's look at Tesla. I haven't looked at them in quite some time. All right, so they're back in the 6s. Congrats. They're still a downtrend, but they're rolling up. Look how consistent the volume is on Tesla every day. It's just unbelievable. There's definitely some kind of resistance line right here. So if this thing can break through, I do think there's going to be another resistance point here at 690. But, I mean, this is probably a pretty good swing trade. Probably a pretty good swing trade if you can time it correctly based on your chart. Let's see here. I'll do Viacom, and then I will do one more. Hit the like for Dogecoin prediction, massive gains. Yeah, smash the like button for me, guys. All right, Viacom. This is the one that got caught up in the Archegos deal. And boom, my goodness gracious. Now, I liked Discovery more than Viacom, but not saying this is bad. They're coming up very nicely through the sweet spot. The only thing I don't like is just this volume is pretty bad. Also, it's sitting right at its 200-day and 50-day moving average. Then it has to contest with its 100-day. It's going to be a tough run for you. You need a lot of volume, a lot more than this to get through that thing. Last one I'm going to do is, for God's sakes, Airbnb. Everyone wants Airbnb. I'll do BlackBerry because somebody asked me earlier. And it was my it was my second smartphone. So this thing is great running up to the sweet spot. The thing I don't like is basically no volume. Boom, look at all that volume. Then boom, look at that volume fall. So you're over major moving averages. To me, I'm only trading this thing on a 15-minute chart, and that is that. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Lots of news. If you're in this Biogen stuff, just be careful with it. If you're in gold, calm down. You're going to be okay. Imagine being anti-crypto because you don't know about it. Mo and Paul are both closed-minded. Hey, AP, imagine being so pro-crypto that you think you know about it, but you literally have no idea what you're talking about because that's you. So that's it for today. We have a show at 1 o'clock Eastern time. We have a lot of recording to do today, and that's that. So I'll see you guys later today, and then I will see you again here 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we will do it all over again. Smash the like button on your way out. Peace.